Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurrochma Siti Aisyah. You can call me Nui. Today we are going to discuss about narrative text. Before that, I have one question for you. Do you know what is the narrative text? Alright, so narrative text is a story with complication or problematic event, and it tries to find the resolution to solve the problem. An important part of narrative text is narrative mode, the set of methods used to communicate the narrative through a process narration. The purpose of narrative text is to amuse, to entertain the reader with a story. Narrative text can be fairy tale, mystery, science fiction, romance, horror, fable, myth and legend, history, slice of life, and personal experience. And in narrative text, have four generic structure. The first one is orientation. Orientation is the scheme where and when the story happens and introduce the participant of the story, who and what is involved in the story. Two is complication. Complication tells the beginning of the problem which leads to the crisis or climax of the main participant. 3 is resolution. The problem is resolved either in happy ending or sad ending. And the last one is reorientation. This is a closing remark to the story and it is optional. It consists of a moral lesson, advice, or teaching from the writer. Okay, after we know about the types of narrative text and generic structure about narrative text, next, we will discuss about legend. Legend is a story that has long been widespread in society and can be believed to be history or believed to be something that actually happened in the past. Generally believed because there is evidence of legacy that still remains, and folklore that describe how the origin of the place happened. Next is the example of narrative text you can see on your screen. This is type the narrative text is legend and the title is The Legend of Prambanan Temple. After you see and read the text, now will determine the part of the text according to its structure. Okay, part 1 is orientation. The orientation is once there was a beautiful Japanese princess whose name was Rorojongrang. Rorojongrang, whose beauty was very famous in the land, was the daughter of Prabu Baka, an evil king. One day, a handsome young man with supernatural power named Bandung Bondowoso defeated and killed Prabu Baka. On seeing Princess Rorojongrang's beauty, Bandung Bondowoso fell in love with her and wanted to marry her. And part 2 is complication, and the complication is meanwhile Princess Rorojongrang felt sad due to her dead father. She did not want to marry Bandung because he had killed her father, but she was also afraid of Bandung. So, to refuse politely, she made the condition. I will marry you, but you have to build 1,000 temples in one night as a wedding gift, request Rorojongrang. Bandung Bondowoso agreed with the condition. Helped by the spirit of demons, Bandung Bondowoso started building the temples. Approaching midnight, the work could nearly be done. Rorojongrang knelt and thought, "What shall I do? Bandung Bondowoso is smarter than I thought. I will lose against Bandung." 3 is resolution. The resolution is suddenly she got an idea. She woke up all women in the palace and ordered them to make the noisy sound of grinding rice so that the roaster thought that it had already been done. Bandung Bondowoso got frustrated because he failed completing one, the thousand temple. The princess has deceived me. Following his anger, he cursed for Jongrang. You have been cheated. Now your thousand temples is you. At once the princess turned into a statue. Knowing this, Bandung Bondowoso regretted and he went away into a farmland. From then, people called the temple Prambanan Temple and the princess statue Roro statue. And the last part is reorientation. The moral message that can be given is that a cruel person like Bandung Bondowoso will not be liked by others and do not promise something like what Roro promised, that Bandung Bondowoso will study but not because it can be bad. Okay, the discussion about narrative text is enough here. If there are still many shortcomings and mistakes, please forgive me. Thank you so much and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.